Hi there and welcome. Are you thinking about preparing to reduce or stop work? First off, if you're watching this, you're on the right track to making your retirement the best it can be. Understanding what to expect and preparing for this big change in life will help you navigate the next stage with confidence. So let's jump in. The best place to start is to say there's no wrong time to retire. It's different for everybody. The time you want to retire is the right time to do it. But there are certainly things you can do while you're still working to set yourself up. For some people, retiring as young as 60 is feasible. For others, you might want to keep working because you still enjoy it. So you might choose to retire later, perhaps even after age 67, when you may be able to access the government age pension. While it's important to do what works for you, you might be interested to know that the average age an Aware Super member retires is 65. Ultimately, the best time to retire is when you feel ready and comfortable with your decision, physically, mentally, and financially. We often get asked if you have to retire at the end of the calendar year or at the end of the financial year, but it's entirely up to you. So let's explore your options. There are a couple of birthdays that open up different options to your retirement. Let's start with your preservation age, the age when you can access your super. It's usually age 60, but maybe earlier, depending on when you were born and whether you've met other requirements. For example, retirement. At this age, you can also choose to open a retirement account, either a retirement transition account or a retirement income account. Just as they sound, a retirement transition account works best when you're still working, but maybe you've cut your working hours to 2 to 3 days a week. It can also be a tax-effective way to boost your super contributions before retirement. And a retirement income account is for when you're fully retired and want to set up a regular income using your super. These accounts work by turning your super into a steady income for yourself while your balance stays invested. You choose how often you get paid, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly. It's up to you. There's also solid tax benefits including tax-free earnings, retirement income accounts only, and tax-free payments if you're 60 or over. Plus, you can also make extra cash withdrawals from your retirement income account whenever you need. If you're 60 or over, income payments and lump sum payments are generally tax-free. Tax may be payable under 60. The next big number on the list is age 67. This is an important milestone for those who are eligible for the government age pension and the Commonwealth Government concession cards. With everything that can happen in life, things don't always go to plan, with people retiring earlier or later than expected. For example, research shows that 42% of Australians retire earlier than expected, usually due to health issues, end of employment, or desire to stop working. The other big question we get is, how much do you need to live on in retirement? The consensus is, and members tell us also, that you need to pay yourself about 70% of your take-home pay to maintain your lifestyle. That's because you'll likely need less money in retirement because you're more likely to not be paying tax on your income, you're not making super contributions, you're more likely to have paid off your mortgage, and you're more likely to have paid off any other debt. The other thing to keep in mind is that while you're working, your salary is the main income you earn. But when you retire, your income could come from a few different places, such as your super savings, your personal savings, other investments you have, like rent from property or dividends from shares, plus there's the government age pension, if you're eligible. So, we've been talking about retirement, but there's definitely an alternative option worth mentioning, and that's semi-retirement. Instead of jumping into retirement head first, perhaps you may want to ease into it. Maybe you want to reduce your work hours. Maybe working 2 to 3 days a week and enjoying long weekends. With this approach, you get the best of both worlds. An ongoing income that also adds to your super, keeping your mind busy and staying active, enjoying the extra time off for family, friends and fun, and remember, you can always change your mind. Retirement doesn't have to be permanent. Did you know that 32% of Australians return to work after retiring? And of those people who return to work after retiring, 35% do so for financial reasons. So what are the next steps if you're considering retirement or semi-retirement? A good place to start is to talk to your employer or HR department. They can help with things like reducing your work hours, part-time, changing your role, and volunteering. Make sure you check your workplace policies, your contract or enterprise agreement, and your leave allowance, including long service leave. If you have a partner, it's best to talk about your retirement plans together. For better or worse, may take on a whole new meaning in retirement. You'll probably be spending more time with each other, so it's worth making sure you have similar expectations. Have a chat and make sure you're aligned on your goals. Consider your retirement from a combined perspective and discuss any combined financial implications. It's important to discuss expectations about day-to-day time spent together and the lifestyle you want to build. Do you want a little extra support as you navigate the next stage? Make an appointment with one of our experts for no extra cost. Visit aware.com.au/check-in.